Hey guys, Agent here again. Going to do another 1 hour session. Just go over setups. You know the drill, read the disclosure. This is for fun, it's not financial advice. Okay, so daily performance. Bitcoin's up a little bit for the last few hours. ETH, or Bitcoin's down, sorry. ETH's down just a tad. And Hex up 1%. Cool. Nothing else really standing out that I can see. Bitcoin chart, you guys all know the drill. We start at the 12-month chart down, 12-month chart down. So inside year for Bitcoin, we need to get out of this previous bars range somehow. Okay, we did break the 6-month and did a 2-2 reversal here. So our next target's up here. That's a nice trend reversal, 2-2. And we have full time frame continuity. All time frames are heading the same direction. On the quarter, we did break the 2-1-2 reversal also, and we've hit our target there. So now the next target's at 40. What's that high? 47 area. Okay, in the month, you always go lower to try to find these juicy move entries here. Okay, that was our setups from yesterday that I posted. The last few setups actually hit, but I was trying to make sure stops are tight for you guys, teaching you the system. So, but targets were hit both days. So, on the month, you can see we had that inside bar, indecision 3 bar, which they brought it up and sold it down. Inside bar, we broke here. You could have got in. Targets to the left, that high, this high, and this high, and they've all hit. So our next target is 31,000, I believe. Yeah, 31.9 area. Okay. Like I said, keep drilling down to find different targets and entries. So last night our target was right here, and then we moved it, I believe, to here, and we did hit the drawings on my profile here for Trading View. So we did hit that. I set the stop at the inside of the day. You really should set your stop probably to the previous 4-hour bar, just to give yourself a little more room. But really, you don't want to stay in losing trades, so you should get out if it doesn't go, because there would have been a better setup. So right here, the new day started. We got that. It was inside bar. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, it was this day, yesterday. So yeah, we should have set our stop a little lower. Let me go to the 4-hour, make it easier. So there you go. We had that inside bar when I logged in. I was trying to show you guys how to set things up. Really, inside days, inside bars, we talked about plenty in the last few streams. You do not want to get in on those. You want to wait, because if you'd have waited, so we go down to a juicier time frame, the 1 hour, look what happened here, right? We got in here when the new day started on this inside 2 up, 2-2 reversal. And then we set our target here to this high. And then I set our stop to the low here, I believe, of the day. We should have set that 4-hour. But again, keep your stops tight. I don't know how much you guys are willing to risk on your stops. But then say you would have got stopped out like we did. You could have got back in on this break here on the 4-hour. And you had that 2-1-2 here and here. So this was your perfect entry, kind of what was setting up here. We were hoping the 4-hour would break and the day would break. So what we're looking for here is this hour would have broke, which broke the 4-hour, right? And then your targets, you walk them up. And then that's the target there. And we had a couple others we put in just to show where the targets would be. Okay. So yeah, Bitcoin right now, always use the daily candle as your quarterback to let you know where the ball's going to go. So right now, inside day, you should really wait and see. I mean, you got that down week, 2 down week, I believe. No, inside week last week. Sorry, and then now that could be a 2-1-2 reversal on the weekly. And if this one breaks down, okay, what does that break? The next four. This is day, so it would break the week. And if we drill down to the 4 hour, you'd want to find a setup on a 4 hour, 1 hour that would break 4 hour time frame and then the day. So right there, you just had that 2-2 reversal on the day. You have full time frame continuity to the downside. So your targets would be these lows on the way down right now. And if this works, will that set up the higher time frames like we just talked about? Okay, let's take a look at the ETH chart. ETH inside year twice now. Quarter, we couldn't even break the previous 6 month chart candle. Inside, we did break finally, so the next target's at 2K area. On the month, we're stuck in this zone here. We want to get out of, I haven't really talked about this, but mother bars. It's a range basically you're stuck in, and we're stuck in this. We need to get out of this somehow. We did get out of it here. It was a 2 up and it sold off. It went green to red and it pulled down, but it didn't break the low. Now it's going back up, it looks like, to try to retest that. Inside three. So this would be a 3-1-2 on the week to reverse or continue up, right? On the daily, we have that 2 and now the inside bar, same as Bitcoin. Which way is it going to break? Because you had that previous inside week. You do have a 2 up month. Continuity right now is all over the place as the new week started yesterday. And that should have decoupled today, actually, because the second daily bar is different than the weekly candle now. So yeah, we got to wait for this day to break to give us some direction, especially with this the weeks prior both inside for Bitcoin and ETH. All right, here's Hex. Inside year finally broke the 6 month chart. That's positive. You got full time frame continuity. We broke that 7.3 cents area finally. That's what I thought needed to break next. Now your next target is here, 20 cents on the quarter. On the month, we get a little more defined look. We broke finally 7.3. So now our next area is that 8 cents area. And then we got to get through that 20 cents high to the high there. The weekly chart, 2-1-1, full time frame continuity still to the upside on the week. So hopefully we break this and continue up. If so, your target will be 8 cents where we just talked about you got to get out of. And then you'll walk it up here. So, yep. All right, so let's go to the Bitcoin chart and see if we can find something to teach on today. I'm going to look around a minute. If you guys got questions, just put it in the chat and we'll go from there. Let me explain the system I'm using. It's the Strat by Rob Smith. He believes there's 3 types of bars. The 1 bar, it's called the inside bar. It can't take out the previous high or the previous bar's low. Then there's a 2 scenario, up and down. The 2 down, it takes out the previous bar's low, but not the high. And then there's a 2 up. It takes out the previous candle's high, but not the low. And then the broadening formation bar, which is the 3, the outside bar. This takes out the previous high and the low. And then what we look for is for full time frame continuity, meaning all directions are heading in the same way. And then we start looking for our combos. So here's some of the combos. So a 2-1, as soon as that inside bar breaks and you had continuity in your favor, you could take that and your target's that next low to the left. And what are we trying to set up now? A 2-1-2. This is what we're trying to set up actually here. Right now, the 2-1-2 bullish, or will it be a 2-1-2 bullish or bearish? Which one's it going to be? And then what does a losing trade look like? Chop. You try to trade on an inside day or an inside candle, and you wonder why nothing happens because you're getting chopped up. Indecision. People don't know what they want to do. A 2 bar going against you. So say here you're trying to go long, right? Or you're trying to go short against this 2 week here, or this 2 day here. You wonder why it's not working because it's a 2 up bar. You're going against the 2 scenario. A 3, say here you're trying to go long, but the 3 bar is going short. You're going against probably time frame continuity and a 3 bar. And then, of course, time frame continuity not in your favor. What does a good trade look like? A setup here, a hammer, actionable signal, a 2 reversal, because that was a 2 down, went red to green, shows some strength. And then as soon as we broke that 2 here, you get in and you ride this sucker up. And you had time frame continuity probably in your favor because the week's green. And the day was green. And I'm sure when you get in at lower time frames, that's green also. And that's a good trade. That's what good trades look like with that time frame continuity in your favor. So you want all 4 time frames above you heading in the same direction. So if you want to scalp on the 30-minute or 1 hour, you want the hour, the 4 hour, and the daily all to be heading up, right? And the probability of you winning is a lot higher when all those time frames are buying, right? Versus a few of them selling or an inside bar. Okay, any questions? And just remember, you want to see 2-2 continuations on the day or 2-2 reversals, right? So we know what the big boys are doing. Are they just going to keep doing what they were doing before, buying, or are they selling off, right? So look for those 2-2 continuations or 2-2 reversals, right? So here's a 2 up, 2 down reversal. Here's a 2-2-2 continuation, right? It's sold down with 2-2 reversed, and then we got that 2-2 continuation here up to here, and then it came back down. And that showed you red to green or green to red here on a 2 up that you're losing some strength. They sold it down. Another good tip is if the market's gapping down on the day, look for things that are taking out the highs, right? The prior day's high. If the market gapped down, look for things taking out that high, right? The day before, like I just said. But if things are gapping up, look for things that are taking out the low, right? That's relative strength, the opposite direction. So that's some good ways to look for signals also. And then they believe outside bars create broadening formations. And this is what I would draw for Bitcoin right now. It's just basically higher highs. Where are the higher highs? And that's your targets, right? So let's draw it from here. We'll draw this broadening formation low from this 3 to the low. So as you can see, price aggregates back and forth. So you'd want to look for possible short signal somewhere around here, right? So you had that 3-2 down, but then went up. They retested 3-2. As soon as this 2 broke, you're in. So now what are we looking for this thing to come back down here? And I've said it before, we could go retest 20K here. So we're inside the broadening formation here, and we're trying to see, will it go back up? Probably hoping it comes down here. I guess I shouldn't say hope, because in the market, you never know. It's whatever happens, happens. But we do have that inside week. We are closer to taking out the week. So we got to see what this day does. Which day is this day going to break? If it breaks down more, that'll help us take out this week prior. If this breaks for a little scalp short, if time frame's in our favor, which the week would be and the day, right? So we could come lower time frames, the 4 hour, and try to find a setup here. So maybe if this 4 hour breaks, that would help break the previous day, which would help us break the previous week, and those would be our targets, right? Because it would break here. Say the 4 hour breaks here, next candle. We get in, our first target would be the day low prior, and then this area here, this 4 hour low, and this one would take the week. And then once you take the week, you got these targets over here, right? And then our magnitude, meaning how low could it go on the chart, is what I like to look at. And it went down to here. So this would be your magnitude, but then you've also got the broadening formation drawing, so possibly down to here. So we've got a chance of retesting 20K here. Might be a good spot for everybody to get back in, and then it depends on the traditional markets too. Haven't looked at the dollar today to see what that's doing. Let me take a look. Yeah, dollars inside a 2 up week, but it's selling off. It is a 2 down month, but it's been bought up. And on the day, we're an inside day. Looks like it could continue down. So yeah, keep it on the dollar. If you got any questions, let me know. We're currently looking for setups right now. So what can we find here? So again, yesterday we talked about it. You want to try to find setups on lower time frames. If they work, they'll break setups on higher time frames. So if this breaks the 4 hour here, that would be a 4 hour 2-1-2 reversal. And then it would break the day. If the day breaks here, which would make a 4 hour target, then the day breaks trying to get to the week. And then we just walk our stops down to the left, right? So your real stop could be 22, then this low, 21.4, and then, hey, do we hit that broadening formation low? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But I'll put this as my idea for the night, and then if that day breaks, I am gonna scalp that, because we'd have continuity in our favor. And it's kind of the setup we talked about from yesterday, which hit the first target. Um, it could take the 4 hour target here on this 2-1-2 reversal and the day, and then possibly the week. Actually, this is the week, sorry. So it would take the day low here, then it would take the week, and then you're looking for the monthly low, right? But you're coming to the left. So let's take a peek, see if we can see what sets up over the next few minutes. Any questions, please put them in the chat. All resources for the system are on my Twitter page. Let's go check that out. Rob Smith, the guy that created this strategy, he lives in Chicago and has given the strategy away for free. I've spent many thousands of dollars learning other systems, and this is the best system I've ever learned for free. And this is the one I mainly use all the time. Don't get me wrong, some of the info I learned in the other systems are handy sometimes, but price action is the way to go, guys. Indicators aren't where it's at, and they're definitely delayed a lot of the times. I feel like I'm trading blind if I wasn't using this strategy. So let's just see what sets up here, and we'll go from there. Hi guys, so I've got something that just come up, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the scenario here for you guys, and I'll post my idea to see what happens. So if it breaks that or breaks this, if it breaks the low here, we go short. If time frame's in our favor, which it should be, and then our target's this low here, and then this low, and this low, and then this low here. Okay, if it goes up, make sure time frame's in your favor, which I don't know if it will be, but actually it should, as it's only 2 days. Make sure time frame, week and days going the same direction. Then you take it up, and then you walk your targets up here on the left here. So your first target, second target, third target. I want to say I'm a fan of the downside right now based on the week, but I've seen prior weeks come to almost the bottom and just rip all the way back up, and that's definitely possible. So keep your tight stops set, and let's just see what happens. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and